And the Frank Fiore Show with our host Paul Hollis, author of the Hollow Man series, owner of Hollow Man Publishing. Frank Fiore, host of the Frank Fiore Show, and Dr. Muhammad, host of the Artilla podcast, and myself, Neil the Media Giant Haley. And here we go. So this is the laboratory. We're in, or the laboratory. Either way you want to say it, the laboratory, the laboratory. Hit like if you're trying to make AI your laboratory, because laboratories are fun. But, you know, and at least we're not killing mice here. All right, so let's go right now, Frank, with what prompts you sent me an email and what your frustration is dealing with AI.
Yep, let's take a look at it. I've been using Sora, which I'm told you say it there have Sora too. At any rate, I'm running into a lot of problems, and there's two posts. Now I ask at ChatGPT. I have ChatGPT Plus, and I asked them to create the prompts. So I figured AI create the AI prompt, and they gave me this one that is really kind of big. And that's the big one. I wanted to see what you guys came up with. I couldn't get it to work. It would just mess it all up. Okay.
I don't think it's going to work just by looking at it because AI. So this is the thing. I'm going to throw to Dr. Muhammad when I make these copies. I don't think everyone needs to see the back end, but really to share screen really quickly and let Dr. Muhammad keep talking. Dr. Muhammad, explain that something this long to put in Sora 2 is going to confuse the heck out of them. But I'm going to copy it and try it. Here, all this code. What is it supposed to be, Frank? For how long?
Well, I'm working on the actual trailer, the long version, and this is the first scene.
Oh, the first scene. Okay, I'm going to throw it in.
Yeah, what we already done before was the trailer teaser, which I'm suspecting is not as good as in the Sora that I have, but that's why I sent you the second.
I think we have definitely have the same Sora. I just have the ability to do more.
Okay, well, let's see what happens.
Okay, and this is scene 4 I'm just running, right? Okay. I'm testing scene 4 as well. Okay.
Okay, good.
All right, so I threw those all in, but Dr. Muhammad, explain when ChatGPT gives advice sometimes they're wrong. And that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Is they think they're experts, but you can be smarter than ChatGPT. You just got to put the work in. Go ahead, Dr. Muhammad.
You have to be careful because I think there are two aspects where AI is not a godlike power. It's not all-knowing. There is the recent information. So the AI has in French we say décalage. There is a time lapse between what AI can reintegrate as new information. So for example, if you want to ask ChatGPT if this software is version 1 or version 2, if it was not announced or if it was announced and they didn't scrap it recently enough, it will give you a wrong answer just because of that time lapse. If you remember, Neil, with the ChatGPT 3.5 or the first one, they were saying it only answers until September 2021 or something.
I remember that. I hated that. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was because at that time they couldn't deal with the latest information. So we still have like a small gap, maybe 1 week, maybe 1 month. You have to be careful on those information. Although if it's the news, it usually picks up the news quickly on the same day or a couple of hours. So that's one. The second thing is that gated information, Neil. Not all the information is available to ChatGPT for training. So, and sometimes ChatGPT, because it doesn't want to reply in a negative way, it will not hallucinate, but it will half lie. and that's where it will be wrong a number of times. Those are the two I experienced myself, but there must be so many other reasons that you notice as well, Neil.
Do you have to log out and log back in order to get the latest version of ChatGPT and Sora?
No, not so much that part. No, not so much that part. It's like the back end of ChatGPT. Did it acquire the right information at the right time about the subject that you're talking about? And does it have enough information to reply you correctly? So most of the time for general stuff, it knows. But when you go into the specifics, into a specific software with recent features, it may be not up to date enough. I can put it in that way.
Well, you know my goal, all right? And I believe we can make a feature film, right? 60 to 90 minute
Yes.
feature film in AI.
Yeah.
I was hoping that the AI is going to be as good as what we've seen as far as a real life, absolute real life. We may have to settle for, not graphic, but not real life. And I wanted to see what Neil has, and see what comes
Yeah.
up. What does it looks like? Not only can it be done, but what does it look like?
Yeah.
There are specialized AI, Frank, that you can pass the video through as a second pass to make it more realistic. So even if Sora gives you something that is 99% realistic and you need the 1 or 2%, you could find some tools, even some video editing tools could do it. But let's see. And Neil, before I let you take over, when you were showing your screen, I saw Sora 2 Pro at the bottom. There was an indication of Sora Pro 2.
Well, that's
Really?
not my screen. It was
On the bottom. Okay, let's share it again.
Yeah,
Once these are out, we'll show. All right. So, giving my take, my ultimate take is this: that we go through these process. We pick a large language model, an LLM, and we decide this is our god. Okay, Google's our god now because VO3's out. Then Sora 2 comes.
Yeah.
Google's garbage now. Or the other thing, oh, I don't want to hear it, Google. You learn to speak like an AI agent, please. Thank you. It was my Google Home. Technology people, why don't we have the Amazons of the world and the Siris of the world become smarter than ChatGPT? I don't know. That's for another time, another place. So then Grok was killing it. Absolutely killing it. I loved having conversational AI with it. Then it stopped doing what I wanted it to do. It used to go into websites, pull out emails, do whatever I asked. Oh, I'll search you for hours. I'll go into podcasts. Then 3 weeks later, I can't do this anymore. So forget Grok. Then let's go to another platform. And this platform is one that I thought, hey, you know what? It writes the best social media copy. Claude stopped working. This is the frustration. Then we're back to ChatGPT again. Ultimately, it could be because of another chat, as I figured out. Guys, your chat, it will never look like it's expired anymore. Open up a new chat if you're not getting what you want. Ask more times than ever for the answer, and you'll get the answer. But I'm going to go to Paul, who, again, is a technology guy. You said you'd rather do it yourself than go through all that hassle, right?
No, not at all. I use AI for many things. One, research, but as an example, just 2 days ago, I was trying to update a website, and so I got to a point where I had no idea. I mean, I know websites pretty well. I had no idea what was going on with this one, and so I asked AI, I asked ChatGPT, what is going on with this? And honestly, it said, send me a screenshot. And it said right away, it came back right away and said, oh, I see your problem. It's right here. Right. So there are many ways that you can use it for me. And I don't always use AI to do everything for me because I'm an old guy, and for example, Adobe Premiere will do everything for me that you guys are doing with Sora, except for create the video. But you can edit it, you can analyze it, it automatically converts to 1080G. So I mean, it does all that stuff for me. So I use it as a critical thinking agent to help me do everything I need to do. And if it tells me something wrong, I say, why is that? Or how do you fix this? I mean, I just keep asking it questions, and just like you would talk to any sort of a helper, to say, explain this to me. How do I do this? What do I do here? And it says, here are your 5 steps. And I say, no, I get to the second step and it doesn't work. So what do I do? So then now it says send me a screenshot, which actually is marvelous kind of thing. I mean,
Right.
that saves you hours and hours and hours of frustration
Oh,
and time.
100%. But
So
what I'm
and I
saying,
didn't
Paul, if something's not going right 15 times, does that frustrate you?
really with AI.
Yeah.
No, because it's just, it's I think that I'm saying I'm not asking you the right question then. We're not on the same plane. So let's level set again and start again. And um so to me it's like talking to a person who knows what they're talking about, but I'm not understanding. So I'm asking it the wrong questions, etc. So I just keep conversing with it. And in the long run, that process saves me m- hours and days of work, so you just have to ask the right question and then test it, and then if it's wrong it's wrong, and if it's right it's right, sort of thing. So you just have to my thing is really critical thinking is what you need to
Mhm.
do with AI.
Well, guess what, Paul? We don't teach critical thinking schools in school anymore. What are kids going to do if they don't learn critical thinking skills?
Well, they're going to punch right through their video screens, probably. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's the whole thing about the whole world that I've ever seen, is that the critical thinking is really kind of relaxing because of things like, oh, AI tells me everything, and it doesn't tell you everything. You have to talk to it and understand it as just as well. And sometimes it's a 2 year old, and sometimes you teach it, right? So it's like, here's how this works for me, and they'll say, oh yeah, you're right, or it's like, oh no, this is how it is. But it's a conversation. It's always a conversation that would in the past would have taken me literally weeks or months to figure out,
Oh,
right? So
exactly.
I
Exactly.
approve
Okay.
it in that way. Yeah.
Okay. So, Paul, the people are writers. Look what Paul's doing. All right. So, I'm going to jump back the baton to Frank. Frank, when you're creating this movie, the biggest frustration is putting the same prompt in over and over again and not getting the result. We're still waiting on these answers, by the way. It's still loading. We should have, one of them has been done and the other one is finished. Okay. We're just hot off the
See.
presses, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to share a screen, and we're just hot off the press. Here we go.
Back in the infamous Elka Yellowstone,
You see that voice coming over? It is not even inside yet.
frontier legend named
I
Caesar.
flew off the horse.
Hold on. Did you guys? You can't hear the sound, can you? I'm gonna go back and share sound.
No,
It's
we hear the sound.
You hear it?
yeah, it was voice over even before he got into the cabin. That was really weird.
Yeah.
Um, and
This
all,
is a bit video game-ish, no?
This is the best.
I think the problem, Dr. Mohammed, is what you
Frontier
said is,
legend
is
named
that it's
Caesar.
just too long. And
All right, let's try the other one.
yeah,
Some for
if
vengeance.
it did any better. Does that look real or close to it?
Yeah.
That's better. Yeah, that's much better. Yeah.
But that was short. Okay.
Yes, you have to, but
Yeah.
remember in movies, that looks like a movie. And
Yeah, this
ladies
is
and gentlemen, so Frank, I would not be creating them in 9x16. Here's my tip for the day. Hold on. My tip for the day is when you go and do this, orientation, landscape,
yeah.
not portrait,
Unless you want to use it for social
resolution,
media.
high, not standard.
Where did you find those commands?
Now you see there Sora Pro 2, it's written there
Yeah,
in
is
that
that
little
Frank? Do you
bubble.
have that?
Where did you find those commands?
They're at the bottom of your thing.
Oh no, see, I don't have that. That's why I doubt that I have Sora too.
All right, share screen. Let's see your platform.
All
But
right.
that makes no sense. Maybe the pro versions because I have the business version, Dr. Mohammed.
I'm not sure. Let's see how Frank's one looks
Yeah,
like.
Frank, go ahead and share screen and let's take a look.
Okay.
But I definitely am going to post that the guy falling off the horse. That's funny.
I think I was that we should keep it to 10 seconds apiece, and that one was 43 seconds. But the problem with cutting it up, okay?
But they don't give you 43 seconds, Frank.
I
The
know.
most they give you is 5 to 10 seconds.
Right. So, but the problem is that if I cut that long prompt up into pieces, will it remember
That's where we're going to have
Yeah.
that's going to be the biggest challenge. And maybe take a piece of don't tell it to do you tell your AI is telling it to do captions. Tell them to do captions later and the voice later.
Yeah, see, now it's getting beyond me.
That's what I'm thinking, but let's go. Right,
Okay.
Dr. Muhammad, then do that all in post editing using
I
11
think that
labs and creating the
Yeah, this is my Sora.
oh,
I don't have all that
scroll
stuff
down.
down.
Okay.
Nothing down,
yeah.
nothing down here.
All right,
So
click that.
you're
Click that. Click this thing right here.
the
Click
small
what?
button, the configure
Yeah,
button.
yeah, no, this right here. See this thing right here next to where you can send?
I mean, here?
No, the thing that right there, that.
Yeah.
You have orientation duration though. Oh my gosh. So
Yeah, I don't have it
but you do
all.
have landscape. You can do it in landscape and you can do 10 and 15 seconds, but you
So
don't have
what?
high quality and all that. This is a question.
Mm.
Okay, you don't have Sora 2 and it explained things wrong. It's in the bottom. I thought when I invited you, you guys got to try out Sora 2, but maybe you don't have Sora 2 Plus because this is Sora 2, Dr. Muhammad, correct?
Mm-hmm.
This is not the old
I won't be
Sora.
able to. I won't be able to tell you because I haven't used this.
Oh, we need to bring a Sora
Unfortunately.
expert on the show and
Yeah,
say, yeah, I'm a
I
Sora
missed.
expert. And what I do is I can help you do all these things. You could join my mastermind tomorrow.
Yeah,
No,
right.
but sometimes what can happen, guys, is that depending on your browser, if it's properly updated and if you have a higher resolution, the layout could change a bit just because of that. Now, this is a lot of changes for a layout difference.
Yeah, let's go to your
So
settings and see why you're only in that session. Remember, Frank, you made the mistake of going back to the old one. You could have lost Sora 2 by doing that.
Well, that is. That's probably
and
it.
is it the same URL, Neil, that you have on the top,
Sora
sora.chatgpt.com?
I'm checking right now.
Yeah.
Yep, Sora.chatgpt. Yep.
I can't
.com.
get to the settings. This silly this annotate is there. I know there's a little settings system here, but I can't
Yeah,
get
click anyway in the
Click
black.
it. Click it. No, click this thing here, right here,
Here we
your
go.
picture profile.
No, I think
Oh.
you're still in the landscape thing, no? Maybe you have to stop that.
No, he has a pen now for some reason.
Yeah, you clicked
I'm
on
gonna
another
ask for
app.
you. I'm gonna ask for control of your screen
All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
for time purposes. So, Frank, I think the best thing is for you to be the writer and the director, and I have to produce.
Yes.
And I have fun. You just text me those, and I'll post them all day long, because I don't have time to create content.
I can't get at it as pencil. I'm hitting approve.
Yeah, I think it looks
Wait
like
a minute.
screenshot. You're in screenshot annotation
So stop
mode.
share again and start share again.
How about this?
We're
Hey.
stopping share and start share again.
Okay, share.
And I'm gonna ask for remote control.
Where's that?
Remote control.
Oh, here we go. Here. Okay.
Okay, now we're good. Okay. No, you didn't give me access to it. I asked for remote control. Okay, now I have the ability. Good. Okay. What's up with your pen?
You got me.
Yeah.
Something's happening, Frank. Things are wacky. But that's where you check to see. I don't think you have Sora 2. Now we're going to have to ask another client of mine who took the golden ticket to try out this amazing product. I just think it's amazing. I mean, to be able to do cinematic stuff is unreal. If one of my departments here at Media Giant Productions, we're creating this department. However, we're not ready yet, but it's going to be fun because it's going to be all about creativity now. You could go put Logan Paul in one of your commercials. I mean, Jake Paul in one of your commercials. And because he's giving the license, you can use it. So you could throw Jake Paul in one of your commercials on social media saying, hey, or Mark Cuban. I believe, and I agree, Neil. The best place to go is this, but go figure.
Really? This is part of the Sora 2 offer?
Yes. I might make myself available. But here's the problem. People are stealing my image everywhere and using it for dating apps, for scamming people. They're deciding they're using my likability as a strategy. And I can't do anything about it. So Meta, Pinterest, dating apps. There's only one media giant. Remember that. Okay. I don't know if you...
Dr. Mohammed, to go back to that one question, if the problem with that long prompt, okay, is that it's too long, if I just break up into like 5 or 6 different prompts, how does it? Will it remember? Will it remember the prompt before it and have the video continue?
Yeah, that's not guaranteed. I think what you could do in your prompt is that when you break them out, you always keep 30% that is used to create the harmony among the 5 pieces. Like either the background, you remind it that the background should be like this, but it will come very soon, I think, where you can do image to video and video to video. Once you have that in Sora 2, then you can take the first video and then it will keep the whole environment and then just do the next 5 seconds, the next 20 seconds, and then it will solve these pain points that you have right now.
All right. So here's my recommendation. I'm going to do this. I'm going to create 2 products so if we've seen exponentially since the Neil Haley show first was on Blog Talk Radio or was on my phone calling in and literally had a phone and said, oh, I'm starting my own little radio show, till 15 years later, where we're looking at all this technology. 15 years from now, I'm going to create a time machine so I can go back in time. And then I'm also going to create To Live Forever. So create those 2 things. And that's going to be my Elon moment. There you go. I'm going to go after those 2 areas. Live forever and a time machine. So how am I going to do it? By creating a time machine first, going back and making sure I don't and make the right healthy choices, flip my whole story, end up becoming a multi-billionaire at the age of 10, and then come back. And then I come back in my time machine and I'm the richest man in the world. That's it. Create a time machine, guys. And that guarantees you wealth for life. You can join my community now to go back. But see. So I should ask AI that question right now. Help me create a time machine.
You can create your own universe with the metaverses and the virtual reality.
I'm going, help
King of
me
England.
create a time machine. Let's hear what they say. AI says. Because that's it. Because I think that's the best longevity move, right? Create a time machine. But could you imagine if you go back in certain points of your life to make certain decisions and then fail not to do that? But then we go to multiple timelines, right, guys? And we're really looking at, okay. All right, Neil, assuming you mean Apple's time machine. No. A real time machine. We're going to build it together.
Back to the Future. You're bringing those memories.
Oh, I love that. It is the anniversary, by the way, guys. So I'm going to, all right, we're talking fun kind of time machine. Conceptual, theoretical, wormholes, fictional, real. I'm putting a real time machine. Come on, bro. It can be done. AI knows it's possible.
You have to go near
hey, we're talking the whole Terminator thing, right? Time dilation. Okay, Einstein's relativity. You can move through time differently. Astronauts in the ISS experience has million seconds of time travel. They slower the people on Earth. Wormholes. Theoretically, a wormhole could connect 2 points in space-time, but we have never detected one. Even we need negative energy or exotic matter to hold it open. That's energy we don't even know how to produce. Quantum weirdness. Quantum mechanics allows retrocausality, effects that seem to influence the past, but that's on the subatomic scale. What can we build? If you mean is a working prototype that demonstrates time concepts, we can build a relativity simulator. You guys are going to invest in my relativity simulator, right? Showing time dilation via time clocks and velocity, and quantum randomizer mimicking the idea of time echoes, and thematic device, a scientific time machine prop with synchronized lights, motion, sound, and narration. I'm doing it. So the way to live forever is create a time machine. Best place to go, theholomanseries.com, frankfiore.com, and artilla.com. And check out the new website, mediagiantproductions.com. And always, hit me up at neilhaley.com, as I'm going to be redesigning that to more my consulting. And if you're looking to invest in my time machine, I'm looking for investors right now. I'm really, this is going to be the community that, guys, we can go back and fix all of our mistakes. neilhaley.com. Appreciate it, guys. That was the special Trimulcast of the